Sierraasaron, and this video is going to be how I was accepted into nursing school at 18 years old. So I know a lot of people are like, okay, like you're 19 now, because my birthday was last week. But I was officially accepted into the program when I was 18. So I just wanted to go into tips, advice, classes to take, because I do get asked a lot of these questions a lot. So I felt like this would just be a lot simpler to just put everything I have learned, because I have learned a lot of lessons on the way. And I am so sorry it took me so long to make any more videos, because I have started my summer session classes. And I don't know about anybody else, but it does take me a while to adjust to new classes and a new schedule in general. So that is what I have been doing. Currently, I am in accelerated microbiology, and I started my first nursing class. So I'm definitely going to get into details about everything. But before I get into this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell so you can see every time I drop a new video. So to start off, I'm gonna begin with high school classes that I've taken. So what I would first recommend is that you take chemistry 1 and 2. I believe I took chemistry 1 my sophomore year, and then I took chemistry 2 my junior year. So I definitely took those 2 classes. And if you do not know, I do go to community right now. That is how I'm also part of the program really early. But if you have not watched my video about community college versus university, I highly suggest you also watch that video and this video, just so you can get the bigger picture of everything and my experience. So the next class that I took was statistics, and that is a really important class for you to take. You need to take statistics, especially for my high school seniors who think to not take a senior math. Take a senior math. I know you don't want to. I know you want to take a break and start back up in college, but it is just not going to help you. It's going to do more damage than good by you not taking any kind of math your senior year. If you want to be a nursing major, you need more specifically to take statistics, because it does come back up in college, and it helped me to have it. I took statistics my senior year, and it helped me a lot, because that summer after I graduated, I had to take statistics again for community. So it helped me a lot, and that is definitely at the top of the list for high school classes, is to take a statistics class. Now, the next class that I'm saying is definitely optional, and that is anatomy and physiology in high school. I wouldn't say that it's mandatory to take it. I did take it my senior year, and it kind of just helped dip my toe for community college. It didn't necessarily make or break me if I wasn't to have taken the class, but it definitely just gave me an overview, and that is all it is. Sorry, it was cars and that really distracted me, but that is all it is. It's just a very, very, very basic, barely scratches the surface of what you will learn when you go to college. So I will not say it's a mandatory class to take, but if you're looking for a science to take your senior year and it's available, I say go ahead and take it. The most important class you need to take, not only take, but understand the entire course through and through, is biology. You need to know biology through and through, front page to back page. You need to know it. So now this is where I'm going to dive into my experience. So I took honors biology my junior year of high school. I did not understand one thing at all. I literally cannot tell you one thing I learned from that class. When I got to Montco in June, the advisor told me to take a placement test to place out of Bio 121 when I got to college. So I remember I studied for that placement test through and through, took the placement test, passed, and I didn't have to enroll in Bio 121. I could go straight to Anatomy and Physiology 1, which is what I did. So now, fast forward to the first day of Anatomy and Physiology, the teacher tells all of us, if you did not take Bio 121, you need to withdraw from the class and you need to go take Bio 121, or else you're going to have a really difficult time getting through this semester. You know how like you kind of like rub off whatever a teacher says? That was me. I rubbed off what he said, didn't pay it no mind, and sure enough, I struggled and struggled and struggled the entire semester. So what you need to know about professors for anatomy and physiology, they do not review chemistry and they do not review biology, which is why I said to definitely keep your copybooks, keep your Chem 1 and Chem 2 copybooks, keep your biology copybooks, and if you take anatomy in high school, keep the copybook, because they do not cover it, they do not go over it. They will simply skip over it and go straight to anatomy and physiology and tell you to teach yourself, and that is what I had to do my first semester in Anatomy and Physiology 1, is that I had to play catch up and I had to teach myself everything that I did not learn my senior year or junior year when I took honors biology. I had to teach all by myself. So now getting into my next tip is how to know which nursing program is best for you. Pay attention to the first time passing rates, because they can have their passing rates, but that could just be like after somebody took it twice or 3 times or 4 times. No, you want to know what's that school first time passing rates for the NCLEX RN examination. And if you don't know what the NCLEX is, that is the exam you take to get your license to be a nurse. It is a very important exam. You need your license to be a nurse. The community college I go to, their NCLEX passing rate was 96.27. What that means is 96% of their students passed the NCLEX on the first try and didn't have to retake it. That is extremely good, and also keep in mind, it is a community college that has those type of percentages. So, just something to keep in mind. My next tip, which is what I also said in my community college versus university video, is take summer courses. If you can, if you really can, especially now is the perfect time. We stuck in the house. We're stuck in the house. So, now is the perfect time. Take them if you can. Honestly, like, I don't know why people don't take advantage of summer courses. I know a lot of people want to go on vacation. A lot of people want to have time to themselves. A lot of people want to take a break, but it's one of the best things ever. My first summer at my community college, I took math and I took psychology. Nothing really science related. It was both, and I took them at 2 different times, because during the summertime, it can be split up into 2 sessions. You can have summer 1, you can have summer 2, or you can take it throughout the entire summer. So last summer, my math session was session 1, and my psychology session, and my psychology class was session 2. This summer, my accelerated microbiology class is summer 1, but my nursing class is all summer. So it really ranges. So I will honestly say it's just the best thing ever. My next one, which is a really important, very important, vital, you will not make it through nursing without this, is buy a planner. Buy a planner. If you were one of those people in high school who everything was memorization, like, oh, like I'll remember to do it later, you won't survive nursing. You won't even survive prereqs to nursing. So my opinion, buy 2 planners. What I do is I have a planner solely for school, a planner solely for work, other stuff, chores, YouTube, etc. I will give you my example right now. Right now, like I said, I'm in 2 classes, summer courses. My planner is filled with assignments, due dates, practicals, exams, discussion boards. My planner is filled with dates. Now, a lot of people have different ways on how they fill out their planners and stuff. Some people may only write in the big calendar portion, you know, where it's like the whole calendar showing, and some people may write weekly what's due. I handwrite in each weekly section what is due. I do not write in the big calendar portion because that leaves room to forget to do things, and I am very forgetful. So what I do is write in a weekly calendar, and alongside writing in the weekly calendar, I write a separate to-do list in my copybooks. In each of my copybooks, every single week, I write down, I have to do this, 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 and this for this class, and my next copybook, this, and I check it off as I get done throughout the week, and then I go back in my planner, check it off as I get done through the week. Now, I get asked this a lot, and I run into this problem a lot. Buying textbooks, specifically for your science classes, for A&P, microbiology, all of that. Buying textbooks, wait. Do not buy them the minute your teacher sends out the syllabus. Wait until the first day of class and really listen to what they are saying, because I even made this mistake again. Like 2 weeks ago, I made the mistake again. So the company that they most likely will tell you to buy from is Pearson, because they have the mastering part, but I will get into the mastering part a little later. But buying textbooks, for a lot of teachers will say it is a required thing. It's not. My personal opinion, do not study from the textbook at all. Use it as a reference, but do not solely sit there and study out of the textbook, because I will 100% guarantee you will not do your absolute best on the test. And the reason why I am saying that is because science courses like anatomy and physiology, it is enough material within itself. The textbook really goes into depth way more than a teacher ever will. So with that being said, when you go to study the textbook, often you end up studying unnecessary material that will never end up on the test, and that can really screw your grade. So when I tell my friends, I say only use it as a reference. So mastering, if you do not know what mastering is, you will soon learn about mastering and their modules and their assignments and their potential homework assignments. So mastering is different for every teacher. Mastering is what comes along with the textbook, but you still have to buy it separately. So a lot of people, they screw up with, sometimes they end up just buying the textbook because the teacher says buy the textbook, and then they don't mention mastering at all. And then later it comes to find out they mentioned mastering, and then you gotta go back. And the thing with that is the textbook alone can cost around $100. So the textbook alone can cost about $100, $90. And then if you end up buying that separately and you have to go back, the mastering is like $60, $50. So it's like saying versus you buying it combined, you can just pay the whole $100 and get it combined. But a lot of teachers, they go on the fence about using mastering, and it honestly depends on the teacher. So I honestly would say just pay attention, because from experience, my AP1 teacher, he gave assigned material out of mastering, so it was required to buy it. And then my AP2 teacher, he made it optional. We didn't have to buy it. And then microbiology, she made it mandatory, so then we had to buy it. So honestly, it all just depends on the teacher. Lab manual, buy it. Lab manual, buy it. As a nursing school student, or, well, technically you're in prereqs, but you will still have it, are practicals. I'm not going to get into, this video is kind of already long, so I'm not going to get into details about what practicals are, but just out of experience, my teacher took every single photo out of the lab manual and put it on his exam, and that helped me. So if you can get the lab manual, get the lab manual, because that is a mandatory thing. Okay. So now this is a major one, TEAS exam. The TEAS exam is the entrance exam you take to be accepted into nursing school. Now, I've had people tell me their schools don't have that, because a lot of people assume that just because a university has accepted you to their school and the acceptance letter says you've been accepted into nursing, that does not mean you're really accepted into the nursing program. You get through the prereqs with the required grades needed, then you're accepted into the nursing program. But honestly, they don't tell you this, but prereqs is competition. Taking your, like, I know, like, you're probably like, oh, she's being dramatic. No, they tell you. They will tell you. Prereqs and the grades you get in prereqs is your competition. Prereqs is how they weed out students to see who can handle the nursing program. That is why you have to get a certain grade in anatomy, a certain grade in micro, a certain grade in biology. They want to weed out students. They want to see who can handle the program and who can't. So the final step in that is taking the TEAS exam. And honestly, I'm about to say a lot of information, so if you didn't take anything from this video, pay attention to this section, please. So the TEAS exam is a science, math, reading, and English and grammar portion. The best thing that I can compare this test to is like not even taking your SATs, but taking PSATs, practice SATs. I honestly did not find the test to be all that difficult, but a lot of people seem very anxious about it, so I will go into detail about it. The worst section I had personally was anatomy and physiology. Oh wait, it wasn't anatomy and physiology. It was just like science in general. But that was because I didn't have an anatomy background yet. I only took a senior anatomy class because I just like didn't really have any knowledge, and I was currently in AP1, so I had very little knowledge. So that was my hardest section, but it seems like to other people the hardest section is the English and grammar. So if you get tired during that exam, you better wake up toward the end, because the English and grammar is the very last part of the entire exam. So I don't want to get too in-depth about it because their procedures are different depending on the school, because the school is allowed to add their own rules and their own twists to the exam. So I don't want to tell you a little bit too much, because then when it comes time for you to take it, you might be like, wait a second, like, didn't she say? But what I will say, and what I did experience at my school, do not listen to your classmates about this exam and about the due dates to when to take this exam, because you will get screwed bad. I am so thankful I did not listen to classmates about this exam, because I probably would not be in nursing 106 right now. At my school, you have a certain time period that you need to take this exam between, and if you do not take it within a certain time, you can potentially be held out a semester, because you have to take this exam prior to enrolling in nursing 106, at least at my school. So as soon as somebody brings this exam up to you, go to your advisor and ask about when to take it, when am I eligible to take it, where to take it, where can I sign up and take the exam. Because to me, it is very important. I don't know the procedures at a four-year university, but I know at community college, at least mine, it is a very big deal, and not taking it and holding off taking it can potentially hold you back a semester. Fact check your information, fact check everything. Do not be one of those students who only listens to your classmates and you don't fact check anything else. It will not help you in the end at all. Honestly, it won't. I've seen so many people within my classes just listen to one another, and later on when I go and talk to my advisor, all of the information was wrong. All of the dates were wrong. So this kind of will also tie into my last thing, because I believe this is very crucial to you doing well in your prereqs and getting ahead in nursing school and just the seating. And that is having a good connection with your advisor. Each school has one, so find the office and get one. And if your school can specifically have a nursing advisor, make sure you meet with a nursing advisor and meet with them consistently. not just 1 or 2 times a year. You need to be consistent when meeting with them, because I know this is not just my school, but the nursing program is an ever-changing program. It is always changing. There's always updates. So with that being said, you need to be in close contact with your advisor. I am in close contact with my advisor. Now, I will not lie and act like, oh, like I was super close to her when I first got to the university, because I wasn't. I saw like multiple advisors. I saw maybe like 4 advisors until I stuck with her. I saw a regular advisor, I saw another advisor, I saw another nursing advisor, and then I saw her. So why I say get a personalized, whatever, you know what I mean, to stick with one advisor, is so they can get to know you and know what you can handle and know what you can't handle. My advisor knows what I can handle, knows what I'm capable of doing, and she can adjust my schedule accordingly. She answers all of my questions. Any questions I have, I shoot her emails. I schedule appointments. I see her in person. I do all of that, because the last thing you want to do is get dates mixed up. The last thing you want to do is just walk around confused about stuff, because not all of your friends in the program are going to have good intentions. Not all of your friends in the program are going to have all of the information needed to know. Your professors do not all have the answers, but your nursing advisor, she's a nursing advisor. He's a nursing advisor. They know all of this stuff. They get sent all of this stuff. So with that being said, find an advisor, stick with that advisor, see if you like them, and you ask them all your questions. Do not try to do research and all of that, because it's their job. Just ask. So with that being said, that is the conclusion of this video. I really hope you took a lot of information from this video, because I don't know, I really was excited to make this video, and I know a lot of people have questions, and I really hope, I know this did not answer all of your questions, but I really hope it answered a lot of them or some of them. And I wanted to put study habits in this video, but as you can see, this video was already really long. So if you want to also know how I study in A&P1 and all of my other prereqs and how I'm studying right now, just comment down below and let me know, and I'll be sure to make a video about study habits and the best way to study for nursing school. So if you like this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and comment, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.